Was he a military genius or a ruthless tyrant? A revolutionary leader or a power-hungry dictator? Today, we dive deep into the remarkable rise of Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who shook the foundations of Europe and redrew the map of an entire continent. So, how exactly did Napoleon conquer Europe? And when the smoke cleared, was he remembered as a hero or a villain? Grab your saber, or maybe just your popcorn, as we unravel the story of Napoleon's conquests, his ambition, and the legacy he left behind. Napoleon Bonaparte was born in 1769 on the island of Corsica, just months after it was annexed by France. Born to a modest noble family, young Napoleon quickly showed a sharp mind and a burning ambition. At just 9 years old, he was shipped off to military school in France. By 16, he was already a second lieutenant in the French army. But it wasn't until the French Revolution erupted in 1789 that Napoleon found the chaos he could thrive in. As the old monarchy crumbled and Europe watched in horror, France became a battlefield, both literally and politically. Napoleon's moment came in 1793 at the siege of Toulon. He seized the city from royalist forces and was promoted to brigadier general at just 24. In 1796, Napoleon was given command of the French army in Italy. What followed was a lightning-fast campaign. He defeated the Austrians and their allies in a series of brilliant maneuvers, earning the respect of his men and the admiration of the French public. He returned to Paris a hero. But ambition burned brighter still. In 1799, Napoleon staged a coup d'état, overthrowing the government and declaring himself first consul. 5 years later, he crowned himself Emperor of the French. By placing the crown on his own head, Napoleon sent a clear message. His power was his own, not granted by the church or tradition. Between 1803 and 1812, Napoleon waged a series of wars, known as the Napoleonic Wars, against nearly every major European power: Austria, Prussia, Russia, Britain, and more. He was a master of the battlefield. At Austerlitz, he crushed a larger Austro-Russian force with tactical brilliance. At Jena, he humbled Prussia in a matter of days. He restructured conquered territories, introduced the Napoleonic Code, and spread revolutionary ideals like meritocracy and secular governance. But conquest came at a cost. Millions of lives, heavy taxes, and brutal repression in territories that dared to resist. In 1812, Napoleon made his greatest mistake, invading Russia. Though he captured Moscow, the city was deserted and burned. The Russian winter, disease, and starvation decimated his Grande Army. Of the 600,000 who marched in, fewer than 100,000 returned. His enemies smelled blood. In 1814, Paris fell. Napoleon was forced to abdicate and was exiled to Elba. But he wasn't done yet. In 1815, he escaped Elba, returned to France, and regained power during the 100 Days. But it ended at Waterloo, where he was finally defeated by the Duke of Wellington and Prussian forces. This time, he was exiled to St. Helena, a remote island in the South Atlantic. He died there in 1821 at the age of 51. So, was Napoleon a hero or a villain? To some, he was a champion of reform, equality, and modern statecraft. His legal code still influences countries around the world. He brought order to chaos and merit to military and civil service. To others, he was a warmonger, whose insatiable thirst for power led to destruction and suffering. His wars left Europe devastated, his regime repressive, and his ambitions imperial. Perhaps the truth lies in the complexity. Napoleon was both, a brilliant reformer and a brutal conqueror, a visionary and a tyrant, a man of his time, and one who forever changed it. Napoleon's shadow still looms large over Europe and history. He rose from obscurity to crown himself emperor, challenged monarchies, reshaped laws, and redefined warfare. What's your verdict? Hero or villain? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the lives of history's most controversial figures, subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss a story. Thanks for watching.